ena wamu eye dade enkukwe na 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 ena wamu eye dade enkukwe na
ba o pass them say akoko buo eye $1.86 ewo US and now catch them say e trabuchi sebi the passport we here na no improve about 48 marcos US UK Holland Germany Norway Switzerland South Africa na men come investigating for almost 30 years in back Ghana investigating into the poultry industry all because of the vision and the prophecy. You are telling me, sir, you're saying 186. It's not possible. So that tells you, sir,
angel.
Yeah, there are two things. Either, sir, or more undercutting in a way, and now say they're not bringing us the right quality. With him, I know my car won't see a sale be but we should be saving lives.
Of course.
I don't see the reason why we have quality chicken. The president of the republic, the first gentleman of the land, inspecting it himself, or share in 7 quality clean. Waribi. And I'm so grilly. Ni convoy, they go for you. Be so happy. Memenda. Mami be a ye. Say Oswami. Mami Monica be. Ye grille almost Saturday and Sunday. Ali ube yenasia the Cambria.
Menshia him yes and Kojudi.
Yes.
What left and right?
Mama, and the other TNT and no your home. As Krofua Eco Pesuja Jumaye. If the governments give us the chance and give us the capital to run the industry very well, we can employ 1 million people. I'm serious. I'm speaking on authority with all the mathematics straight in my books. And President Mahama Ekasano, or Prime Minister, or Minister, tell the Education Minister straight. Or does the CM Faway and school feeding program? Now, because school feeding program, no, ABI local productions so are very expensive. Yes, it should be expensive because that is the state of our land. You want to be your Fusabuchi. But this is where we find ourselves. When we are bettering the economy, see a economy here. Let's see you produce Ghana. Let's see you win Ghana. Let's say, when production and consumption is gotten locally, that is where we are bettering the GDP, of course, helping the economy.
Angel.
And you see, my young one, my poultry farmers are Ghana. Now, answer the Beko Yenimino. Oman Peninsula, the domestic ashas. Thank you, Mr. President. I clap for you for that. The next step is the farm to table. 50 anchor farmers with 80,000 birds. That's your 50 anchor farmers. That's a 4 million a year. It's over big gone. What are you talking about? It's even an IMF requirement for us to improve on the agriculture sector. So that is what we have to embark on. When it comes to poultry, we know what we are talking about.
You know, Blair.
And then we know, say, and no, bet me a bois. That's say, and go 3 million. That's say, estimatedly, or say as a 200 million bois. And they declare say, Jumanwa. Ali, that's say, or Bampany say, you imported over $400 million. I say close to $400 million. And I borrow his words. I said, this we all must be ashamed of ourselves. See a new war. See a traho. Now cry compare soldier. No woo. What else am I making us say? Because a Jumano ayading. It is a man pay the baby stuff for baby come. Ne be a portrait muside. I say so if I'm crow. I'm a webby. I know near can wasem. And that is why me manage who too much say as a businessman resetting Ghana on different levels. Dankambari. Vision way who can be Gaprop who can what me a years back. Me buy me you may be out. Like no one I mean now will be a dedicated life for poultry. What can I say? My whole life. You hear Cambridge Free Private College, but they call Germany.
I know how many years.
How many years? I'm the buy. Now will be a doctor, be a and there was about doctor.
So a doctor.
I'm a doctor.
Doctor.
Ali, that's a estimatedly, or say as a 200 million bois, and they declare say Jumanwa. Ali, that's say or Bampany say you imported over $400 million. I say close to $400 million. And I borrow his words. I said, this we all must be ashamed of ourselves. See a new war. See a traho. Now cry compare soldier. No woo. What else am I making us say? Because a Jumano ayading. It is a man pay the baby stuff for baby come. Ne be a portrait muside. I say so if I'm crow. I'm a webby. I know near can wasem. And that is why me manage who too much say as a businessman resetting Ghana on different levels. Dankambari. Vision way who can be Gaprop who can what me a years back. Me buy me you may be out. Like no one I mean now will be a dedicated life for poultry. What can I say? What can I say?
Only me away.
Apai.
Says
Draw.
Court is a Odobruni a year. Akusia se wanzu a year na. Our dear type of Mwadi, Akusia se wadi. When to me improve with our Wadi Germany. But can something very important say Germany our the end the crack and improve. And to be quite no castle what Germany enough. It's a crater. A crater answer the buy or the way to swing. If we say Akusia say one Lumba signature niso. And or say the most scandalous of his statement is a young on him the course yakoye papers being a certificate, which was impugning on our integrity as lawyers. To me, it's scandalous. You see, so Osan can say I dance here. A year Akusa say wa lawful attending a dance body and your papa, the papa near Bushman Penny. Press lad and papa. Meanwhile, press like our monkru. Or some making finding in favor of Pressler, Pressler and Kuna Wamon. Now, some no or trouble and cry a mood to see. Yeah, I dance for one in some kind. And to technically, waboya asemagu nemom kuna ne de omnyina ankoy osande to so se omnyina ankonko ekuna aye order se abusuan panyin support om no mko ekuna. And that's the decision of the court. In fact, lawyers, we must respect the decision, even though we disagree vehemently. Because a lot of things she said, we can't agree to. And you know, sitting here, a lot of calls I'm having from abroad, lawyers calling me to find out what is happening. Locally, everybody. And you see, I'm a learned person.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, what you mean come mommy home. Me say, the na ye can even fanche evangelist Papa SHEE. You see that thing say sound number. Into what you mean can be a mami who say what you mean can evangelist Papa SHEE. Or no any the AFENYO markings of Ghana's parliament. Enti ya no metia mo bio no masam mo akwa ba say monte Ghana ho. Na monte Ghana ho. Yeah, tell me the court. Yeah, that's say Okache say no sound. I say please check your sound. If the sound is okay, let me know and let's go. I think say namedi are too mute. Mon fan me. And mo bi anko baby Evangelist Papa SHEE. Si say ni nua a o Ghana parliament. Evangelist Papa SHEE ni nua o parliament no. And ye AFENYO markings. Obisi good sound. Yes. Hadia Uno. Thank you so much. Yadamo say Madia Tum say Pauline Bridget or see good sound. Yes. Me say the na me kanyina ni. Me say evangelist Papa SHEE. Ninia enye nchen ene AFENYO Martins e Ghana Parliament. Se mo se me boa ye ni ho ena presenter bi anase journalist bi go bi e ko kan asema che no refer any to minority leader. I say no. If you don't call me majority leader, you cannot interview me. The same thing, and I delay in so interview Papa SHEE. And I say, Papa SHEE, thank you for coming. I say, don't call me Papa SHEE, call me Evangelist Papa SHEE. And weekend we so ya kwa kuhu ewo a friend is say UTV. Abra that luman sense me e koso ya enkofo afa no World Cup yi. So I say, intimi declare officially say Oko Ghana Parliament, the Papa SHEE in Ghana's Parliament, AFENYO markings, and to be bia and target AFENYO mark and say me and koto me te loud silence TV so me say ninuya ne brother my brother yes my brother Lumba my brother Charles yes my sister Tokuno. You see that the resemblance no the semblance na ewo honom no one who say yes evangelist Papa SHEE ne brother pa any AFENYO markings edo bi ase some of my number one me say wa AFENYO markings ebe kasa wo Ghana ho a obeso ne so no e de se Papa SHEE omo mu nim ne omo hwehwe wo wiase omo ankasa omo nim ne omo hwehwe wo wiase enti mo ye nko yanim. Now you see one pressing issue aya ye kani minia this is the reason tia yenum beyond se ebase obi ye boni a yintimi nkan ya ntum no. And I'm going to stir my discussion I'm going to ground the discussion no in that Lumba's case by enye ebusuafo nkwase eno de ebusuafo de Kevin de ama say mihu ebusuafo a omo agimi mu pesika ye disca ebremo na mudwane ko ho ntokwa eno de enye masem but de ye masem eye senia o te Ghana na utu free Ghana na akotena abruchire a utimi ko ridi abrofo mra but Ghana mra de unridi in the time bia no ye camp de ye assemble na fa Ghana mra ho a ye ntiase na de ama ye ntiase pote no ye Ekufuado enti Dr. Dorinda Arthur Smith or something judge wotna Lumba case ni so no atenidi a ye di wo no enye judgment na ade ba ye no free because emre bi entwam na Papa SHEE na oba court no ni nua be ma AFENYO markings a ono so ne sister any get to tokunu uka mansontwe ye omo de ewojimi kwan so no omo na dia beduru ha enne judiciary no moma judgment court ma judgment na enkwasiafo omo betena Facebook ne TikTok ka say no like a respectable woman like the first president female president vice president oba Ghana ye friend Professor Jenana amanfo timi betena TikTok ebe catch the Ghana for say Professor Jenana ewo UK obehwe ne ho yare no wa bewu na owu ye no amanfo mo hospital ho mo ye adwuma nurses ni bi any doctors na won a confirm na omo the mortuary number di ama wo na wo akosua sewa wa ankonya nkofo bia ma wo manka wa waresem amawo se sankwasiafo wi sankwasiafo ni nyina so mo de MPP achi wo omo a nipa dodo na akodi sa akosua sewa achi no omo no nyina na mo de MPP achi enyo ba me pese me di nyoma bi tu oba ire ehu na senior NPP for lawyer for city no and I must state here say me mama efi yes me mama no because on me nim say me mama no wa unim but me dey nim say me mama no and on so nim say ne ba ne me because me no relation any until nane ne nkofo no I have never supported that program na omote Ghana ho eye no unim ni ntia omo ye choka na they don't solidly ground or fight for the marginalized and the destitute no based on law. They based on humiliation and emotions. No matter better radios, no matter cancer, no matter for mwedi. And intino obi enim emrapa. O friend is all met na until now. Obe friend me who say one lady be di until now time say oh sorry I know what to make up there ye wenim choko wo ko worry na dey and okay can say who the chat until now no sorry ko. The reason is that until now ni power bia to censure or to subpoena or be say or met and the program so Ghana social system na asaya the laws of the land. People who have been mandated by law who monthly will take our taxes in the form of remuneration. Omo no na disappoint your society no. In this mo fight here, mon fight so that obinya asmo on betra station so no one monetize it at the end. Now they are the sika, they are the advert. What they are the advert. Okay? This is the reason. This is the particular reason. Enti imu biye kasa. Na as a lawyer, wo front to obi case e de amano. Utimi betna ho se ye busa bibi kra fa case ho a. A typical of an NPP lawyer. All addressing case na dan animu kwase asem e do beba be addressing. Na obi din case abro so ya kosu asewa. Dina asema no. O sorry a wo se wo fight adi amanfo awari esi ho. Amanfo de o mawari abro se fight ma wo. Akosu asewa no se fakọ court na eko determination man say. Or yet the only surviving widow of Daddy Lumba. What be dina radio so, ni TV so, and I was super or do bruni and for. I don't na me oka chem se min take side oka chem se min take side I mean like bruni it doesn't mean any eno na ye area si nyina nyansa wo. But just that the reason I'm for based on a brofo say and a bruni krumu kwa yesi ni say omo pempi no omo try say omo di nyansa be ye adwuma. And no the only advantage omo ewo yeso. But in the case say buy a backyard na obi nso di nyansa ye adwuma na ya nkasa ye pese dey ye fighting nipa no. Na moti ho na o ma wonko of false hope. Na o ma wonko of false hope. And said there a miracle sabwaji be ye no on the declaration 9th no. Wa wanikum kokoda wa wanikum so koko e enso no nim se wa lusu ko ne koji original marriage certificate bra wa ankoji original marriage certificate no wa ankoji original marriage certificate wa kofa extract e dia ba court ne ma 1 month ni du ya the court no expect so be no wa anye enne wasa kotra na wo grant interview just to throw into the public eye no because who feel say court nsem ne antenna na ye frɛ wa no abetirekyerese because emema na e de omkotena antenna ho no omo ni kamafo ene wiase no Ghana ho so omo the emotions nti no mema no call ya by default majority of the time no na ya kan bu mema no so obema na kasa kra an hu so yoba na hu so yoba asem ne ye ka no ho anase ye ka di obi ade aye ne yonko ye ka di obi ade aye ne yonko anase hu se oyoba asem ne ye ka na mo sorry as a lawyer na mo didi nkwasia bloggers ni TikTok NPP fo Jimmy fo omo titi UK studio apartment mu nkwasia sem nko ededa broni benefit so into sorry anopa obeba betna TikTok 4-5 hours ni ye bompa ye wo TikTok so adeya akosia broni akosia sewa bi eni ni kunda lumba bi asemtino ye nyan to ho na a whole UTV 4 months omo de discuss akosua se wa se omra mede ejapade odo broni se omeye kuna ena nkwase asem sa na editi Ghana ho but emra pa de ye mfa nye dwuma inti Dr. Dorinda edimra ye adwuma also ye ya let me tell you see opa on montena brochire mo amone ye wa brochire no ye ntena ho na yense yetirim se Ghana ho no eyem kwasiafo nko anigu ho ente ye oso ti broni krom memo atia se enkofo no a omo handle issues o Ghana ho no dodo no anu penfo no ebi mo atena brochire da and you have to understand say enye bibia na obetumi abesua no abrochire dia ko o my Ghana ho because implementation considers culture and traditions and the level of understanding of issues. So person implement bibia. You don't just go say at the proper be course will be close until what time you now they quack when will chrome. There be at the proper be it has to accept the mentality of the people. Intin kofono omonti asiye omonti project nasia project obeya ama womo obekwa akosi market no ewo ekura nase de ama womo but omonton eyi womo enunti yesisi market nkitinkiti bi kakra ye villages no enso beko no ne nwura age afaso ne nkura ene ntine bi negum enso na adwadifo no etekwan ho because sometimes we don't read the psyche of the local people, no, the autochthonous, no, we don't think about how their social psyche no etie. To say adie ya na odi koma Jimmy for. O te say adie ya biunu se nipa na ade koma no enyanse ni obetimi a maintain adie no. Enye adie na odi ma nipa na ho hia o. The sustainability and the maintenance nipa no de be ma ade na odi ma no ne ho hia. People try hard. Ebimu etimi refuse fat opportunities ewa abrochi no wa akọ Ghana so person odi nyansa akọboa na ya nkasa ye de suban fun na ye pese ye de suppress san nyansa no because anko akosu ase wa favor no heaven should break loose na akosu ase wa no o pese woji ejapade o pese o ye yire ya anko tena ba bi 17 years. So person o ye yire a anka ye de ukunu e de oba etietia ahemfo o de oba etietia ekuku danfo e wo Ghana nyina na oti ba bi na wo hwe sometimes mo nipa ni binu mo na mo tena ho apia mo koto amane ne ensohwe mu yese ma asem ene amane empim ba bi eduru. So na ware be ma bi na be ma na titiwa obi ansi ho kwan se jaya ware medical ka in my previous show say o jaya ware a onye oba boni o e na onye be ma boni ene so wa ware eti asenso na munya he no nche se moye eni papa na se de o ade a ebe ma problem no eni pati ase uni oba ache no eni pa wuya ya mfa ne nyehwe no eno de wo so ne nche. What kind of stupidity? Because mo beko ejapade ho na ya na medwen man ho a mitimi busa no se e man no hwan na de ase omu tirim se omu kunu no bewu aja wo hwan na de se utirim book be na ya trom se da bia no uni mo mema omu yire no awu aja omu Ghana ho minianom mo build mo capacity na mo de asem okwa akoma lawyer so a men kotena ho enkodi social media ne nsense mechi nkodi lawyer bi achi lawyer o free courtroom anu abegina abonti NPP for no free courtroom anu ma abegina abonti no ma be spew get gibberish na mimi blame me nuanu ma amowo Ghana tem bia me for example me kokofa empra wo me yire tia na oyo ba na wagimi nti wo ni wukunu nko na se twene wo so otwe wo free wukunu no se wo mpe a ba wutimi free wukunu na ti any innocent person no a ono kote ase de ma wukunu woni ma asem a wukunu ko ka kire sa innocent person na enu to didi wukunu achi odi wukunu achi no na nka bia a single man bi like single guy bia oni obi an ebepe no but wukunu na kotwa antrache no waje di enu elusu sa be ma no enti man be bro beka se enu esesa no aye bia enu me so be bia di mbisi na wo so odi misi unim ni okunu nko kan ye unim ni okunu nko ye odi kokonya asa baba awa no na wutimi free wo ukunu no wadi nkwase asem no na oni obi foforo na ekwa akoko enti se wokọ na edidua ba otirimu a ne wawu na be ma na san kofa oba no wagimi ema no munsua nyansa ukunu na akope obi ono obi na je ukunu muntie de ye modin ema in general And dear ye mad din so mbedi no kuratum. Adeni ye no kure pa nim say ni kun na di nkwasasem obe jump ni kun no akobire mu oba say oba bi ji ni kun. Na wo kun ni suban ya de no ntena wo anwo. Se wo kun no ope wo nko a, how do you jump wo kun no na okote oba foforo warning? Ene say what na why ye hwe han na asem na kodu court. Ena court nso di nyansa to ho. Enipa kura wo che na efunu na mo nche mo be che. Now me say o mo kura sa o lawyer no nitiri na ye say during that no person asundwe ba. And no wonder say ne credence just say oh yeah alternative dispute resolution expert. Sometimes on judge bi nyansa or the case bi so no. E advantage enye tokonu die ni bi. Enye tokonu nyansa ni bia. During the act say ye wo ma omuti pepepeye asi wo man Ghana ni mo. Tinye ma bia na ye deposition mo di emotion. Senko obeka so your ba. And the final thing is say and obi atena ho abre. Obi tena ho abre obi foforo ya pai case no and na lawyer na nkasa aka no. O si case no apai case no aye de apai case na pai.
Person, I can't align myself with decisions which are scandalous and I cannot defend. And I just spoke to my client who said we should appeal against the decision, and I agree with her. I will pass Apai. Says the
Draw.
Court say Odo Apai. Says the
Draw.
Court say Odo Bruni Yajere. Akusia se wanzu yajere na our dear type of warrior no. Akusia se warrior no. When me improve we say warrior Germany. If I can something very important, I say Germany our dear the crater and improve. And to be glad na no kase warrior Germany enough. This is a crater. A crater answer the buy or the way to swing. If we say Akusia se one lumba signature niso. And or say the most scandalous of his statement is a young onim the course yakoye papers being the abase certificate, which was impugning on our integrity as lawyers. To me, it's scandalous. You see, so Osan can say Adansia a year Akusa say wa lawful attending Adansi body anya papa the papa ne abusu apanyine Presla the na papa me wa Presla ko wa monkro Osan make finding in favor of Presla say Presla nkru na wa amon na asem no otroba nkra e modu sin ye Adansi for ne nsem mo kan and technically aboy asem agu ne mom kuna ne do nyina ankoy Osan to so mo nyina ankonko ekuna aye order service and paying support to no kuna. And that's the decision of the court. In fact, lawyers we must respect the decision, even though we disagree vehemently, because a lot of things.
Minia, Monsha idea that screen is on. Judgment had once and true judge and lawyer no old. Sa lawyer kusinu. Lawyer Stambu de familiar. T or say the tendering of this marriage certificate was objected to by the learned counsel for the defendants. This objection had been raised during the hearing of the application of the interlocutory injunction on the 28th of October 2025. The court rejected the document and advised counsel for the plaintiff to ensure that they comply with the requirements under the Evidence Act. It is therefore a surprise that the plaintiff did not comply with the requirement nearly a month. And that one, someone I told say an MPP for the DMO. Uwako odi reliefs mako for ne koye. Be mu bie ni wa wunyaye. Also per legal status, like under civil we say, also pay. Say young uncle na uye bibia, ya mfa mu bia ma. Wa be dina ho say apai. Koji evidence bra. Who video evidence? Who so me ha ye di asem na wi no afina mu flow to wa wan na betimi aba say na me no why marriage ya sign. Ade tinye ne jai sa video na e wo ho no. Ye play doesn't mean say me know that's what worry. These are some of the things your professionals need be to Ghana or ye or misleading call for in our politics. This is what MPP and call for no ye. Nim no kreno so ba be twatro AFENYO markings papa SHEE nim no kreno so be kwa could na parliament edim kwasasem hwede asenso boache ete parliament wa oye asenso boache ye be ye kwanya former education minister dia pa say se kwan ne be fa ne kromu bosomtwe a ebe boa ama mpuntusem akoso moti ho NPP fo ni nyina control letter asenso boache agimiti no odi ndia ko hyase nti the blame ni be ma no the blame no be ma no say ya no mo de okro ni mu he me say loud silence media enkoto Kevin ye bebom mutu ja okro ni mu saa nti ye professional ya enye enum na come law school no enye enum na koye mo economics no enye enum na demo ye medicine no ade bia mo beka bia ye hunim de ye beba betemoto bibi e course for wiase ho ye fro organ so ye monitor with keen attention resolute robust attention strong ye monitor mo timu de monitor pro ni mu di obeye papa no ye be manu hu so ye papa nti mo se mo ko appeal the first hurdle mo be ko appeal no say due diligence and your first hurdle so ultimately prove beyond all reasonable doubt say at the time na mo yes anoma no certain critical influential evidence bi anke betimi nya great impact e case ni so no monsanka mutimi convince the appellate court na mo betimi akasa mo be appeal na se court na anya antum say obe accept any fresh evidence na mo beti mujimi oti abrochi wanya sika ompe entiwie bi mfa support ma odi betwe manso nipa na wo beto no wa ye ready bibia kama ye nyina ye nche japade ani enko yanim eni bre enti odemra technicalities ba beri obi na ebu aka nesim. And let me state it here and now, even if among folk of omo marriage certificate ni background, that alone cannot constitute the matter will have a different face and a different look. Mkoto 101 Facebook, YouTube. I stand here and I talk about whatever and lawyers, any clients, monfa cases are isino, enyan komodie, enya adisua de se odi obeye kuna me emfa me ho se abusuafo o ma jimi a ye de sika bre o mo emfa me ho ba things e fa Ghana mra ho a enkwasiafo ti abrochi ka se eye Ghana na sa nyoma we betimi akoso sa abrochi se intention you want any travesty of justice as an English word mo dia mo ntina ho na mo ma social media fan fooling court unnim se judge no oyekuhwini wakoji obi kunu enso akohye speakers ewadum sisi a me no kasai obi papa ewu obi kunu ewu no o ti abrochiri adi discuss team legal wife akobie team legal wife office ewu kumasi edum minim kofo ma dignity say me mo try bi dintia e de besi ha e da foforo be friend say no John the Baptist ma prapra kwanu Jesus Christ obeba enti de besi ha say otimase o wontimase o nya kire ya adwen fa wa adwen no egu comment section ho na yenko yanim for wa adwen comment section ho na yenko yanim enti black Jesus odin de beto the internet Jesus odin e ba beto ne de ba beto as opewo na mutinye yi say ono so amfa ne voice ama machine anka that lumba con rule na wa bono a eye white no de chef region no one here and kebe titi sa ni jelly chaos no sa jelly chaos na me ya ka kwantum kudum ene ya dia kra mo no lawyer Stambush the familiar kofa marriage certificate. You know the Evidence Act, Ghana Evidence Act, no. Unim processes ni na kofa so nefa je evidence no. Mo tin kwanten na mo super nipa. Na Ola Michael ne nkofo mo fi se ye dede ene de court to nyansani a oye judge ho a. Enye NPP time a na amanfo timi bowra court. Eko ransack court o. Said this time no nya ban we ne wo so a. Come here, sure said Tim legal wife a burra court or echo ransake court or to say the data force for no a buy papa bentino. Ya walk bia only link papa bia if free court or and no more judgment by. During that, no bet me I know why almost so more appeal or monko near na so original certificate. Na yam pass all original certificate. You don't go and present family book. You present your original certificate. You do besi ha say e da for a friend say no. Ye besia na ye ka no so no. Minuanom o your ba ade bi koso na ye de bibi di na wo mpa. It is better say ube free muntem. Mihuyanka. It is not the panacea of your future problems. Me yemfa emotions enkasa edu be see ada foforo no ye be friend say ne ya crowd enti mom kan cha AFENYO markings ni nua ene papa SHEE papa SHEE papa what SHEE papa SHEE.
Reset. When you buy a stocky, when you buy a spectacular reset, when you buy a stocky, and you don't send him your bread, me say, don't send him your bread, what I hear, let me move, and you know, come and I should hear, what I hear, let me move, and you know, come, and you don't send him your bread, don't send him your bread.